Happy New Year, you filthy animal. And the reason is because if the that's pretty good.
All these freaking cats!
All these freaking cats!
Yeah, I know, right?
It is still, for me anyway, currently December 31st, 2017, and I'm just now getting out of bed. It's roughly 12 o'clock, and Mom has apparently made fresh coffee for me, so hey, I'll take that.
I know the camera's smudgy. I'll clean it in a second, but I'm trying to figure out what coffee cup I want to pick. I think I'm going to take the good old Sprint mug, as why not?
So I felt like going a little bit nuts with the camera work on pouring my coffee, because of course coffee, you gotta overemphasize it. But at least it gives some kind of editing quality to this video, because it's gonna take like a literal day to export the whole damn thing, because my MacBook. I actually want to make a brief little update for those who are curious to know how the iMac is doing, at least in terms of repair status. I tried something last night, as a matter of fact. I burned a CD of DBAN, and I actually booted it up on the iMac and ran a cycle of DBAN on it. Needless to say, it got 93% of the way through the hard drive with no errors. And then, hang on, give me a second, I gotta pick the cat up off my coat. So it made it 93% of the way through the disk without any errors, which was pretty good, I'd say. So most of the drive is fine. It's just the last 7%, which can either be at the beginning of the drive or the end of the drive, I don't know which, has all the bad sectors on it. So my guess is the fact that I might try and make a partition in the disk utility. I might make a partition that is around roughly 750 gigabytes, which would center itself in the middle of the drive. My intention was, I'm going to make one 200 gig partition that is blank, or maybe I'll make one that's smaller than that. I might make it like 100 gigs or something, just so that way I can get myself away from the bad sectors on either end of the drive. And then I'm going to make another partition around roughly the same size. I might not even do that. And then the last partition is going to be the big partition, of which will be the multi-100 gigabyte partition, which I will have my operating system on. And then I might actually give macOS High Sierra yet another go. And if it works out better than it did last time, I might actually be able to get away with using it. No guarantees, but it might just be the solution that I need to temporarily get that machine back up and going again, and hopefully be a little bit more stable until I can afford to buy another hard drive for it, or at least at the moment, buy another MacBook Pro, or buy a MacBook Pro, because I don't have one anymore, and upgrade from the I can't speak perfectly because I haven't had my coffee yet. My 2010 MacBook, which works fine, especially considering the fact I put in a 128 gig SSD into it. It works wonderfully, but export times are still something left to be desired. Because of course, trying to edit 1080p video on a Core 2 Duo with no graphics acceleration, essentially, no fun wait. The editing experience is fine, because macOS High Sierra is actually fairly well optimized for a Core 2 Duo. I'm really surprised. But the GeForce 320M that MacBook has doesn't lend it any favors, and needless to say, it really sucks at editing video in 2018, roughly speaking, because of course it's not 2018 for me yet, but I'll just say that for the video completeness sake. So, Well, the video will still get out. I don't know how long it's going to take to export, and it's probably why this video is quite late, if it is late. So, yeah. But still, I do intend on editing at 1080p anyway. And the reason is because if the iMac does happen to come back to life, which I don't know if it's going to happen today because, of course, we don't got any internet at home, I would have to take my iMac over to my grandmother's house and set up the internet recovery over there. And there was a trick that somebody on the Apple support said I should try to do, which was Option Command R when I turn the computer on, and that's supposed to load the current internet recovery. If there's a missing hard drive recovery partition, it's supposed to load up whatever the latest one is from Apple servers. I have not tried that yet. I suppose that it probably does work. I have yet to hold down, the Option key, connect to the wireless network, and then do Option Control R. I've not tried that. I don't know if it's supposed to be, if you're like connected to Ethernet, if you just hold down Option Control R all at one time, which makes sense. And then that would load the latest internet recovery, or if the way that I'm doing their Option Control R is not working and it's still taking me back to Lion. Now, my iMac, when it was new, came out of the box with Lion. Makes sense. So that's what the internet recovery was initially set to at Apple. And that's what it's still set to at Apple. The only problem is that with Lion, which works just fine, by the way, the problem is that I have to go to El Capitan first before I can go to High Sierra. Now, fortunately, Apple actually has an installer, a special installer, on their website that you can download. Or it's not like really a download, it's just more of like a Mac App Store link that they don't have shown on their website. Shown on the app, which is technically a website, it's just formatted for the app. But basically, I can click on that link. It'll open up a special page in the Mac App Store, and it'll take me to a special download link for El Capitan for Macs that cannot upgrade to Sierra or High Sierra. Technically, when I install Lion on my iMac, I fit under that category because I cannot directly go to macOS Sierra anymore, which did require Lion or later to install. And if that was the case, I could have just jumped straight to Sierra and been fine. However, High Sierra requires macOS 10.10.8, which is just stupid. It's really stupid. I mean, I can understand that the underlying technologies might have changed enough to the point where the fact they need 10.8 or later to upgrade, just so it makes it less of a hassle. But you got to think, if you're trying to put High Sierra on computers that are, yes, compatible, but shipped new with Lion, it doesn't really make sense, honestly. I mean, I know that my MacBook, when it came new, was shipped with Snow Leopard, but it was later upgraded to Lion, and it also was compatible with the internet recovery with Lion. So it makes sense. I mean, internet recovery first came out in 10.7, and so the earliest machines that were compatible with the internet recovery were equipped with 10.7 by Apple, so yeah. So the MacBook, it's the exact same way. It's really annoying. I don't know why Apple decided to do it that way, but whatever. I mean, honestly, it just makes it a little easier to get to El Capitan anyway, because it's an official Apple download link. I mean, it's the straight up El Capitan with the up-to-date installation certificates and everything. You don't have to do like any kind of special like time setting crap like you do with Mavericks, which would also get you to macOS High Sierra, but I don't have that file anymore because I lost all my files on my hard drive on my iMac back when it initially failed. So, I don't know. I thought that would be a pretty good strategy. That would be formatting away the bad sectors with a different partition, in a sense. Like, I don't know what side of the drive it's on. I'm not going to take any chances. My intentions were make two partitions equivalent size on each ends of the disk. Make one partition of the one size, make a gargantuan partition, make another partition of the same small size, and then only use the large partition as the OS partition, as a temporary to get myself back up on my feet, because I really, 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 really want a faster system to edit this video with. And if I can do that, that's perfectly fine, because then I can take that video file in multi-gigabyte, whatever it might possibly be, because I'm still making it, so it could be any large amount of size, mind you. And then I can put that on the MacBook, and then I can, until we get the internet back on here at home, I'm going to take it over to my grandmother's house, I'm going to set it up over there, and then I'm going to just let it upload. Now, my grandmother's internet, for those who are not on the Discord and are not aware, we have some of the worst internet ever. I'm not saying it is the worst, but it is some of the worst because it's overpriced, high-speed broadband, and believe me, it's terrible. In fact, I was looking at advertisements for internet from Verizon, which I know you're not supposed to really get Verizon internet because they're trying to take the internet away from you because net neutrality crap, but I digress. Basically, they charge $29.95 a month for internet that is, at the most, 1 meg download. I'm not even joking. There's screenshots on the Discord that show that. It's really embarrassing. 1 meg internet for $30 a month. Who buys that shit? Who buys that shit? I sure won't. That's just ridiculous. Like, that's insane. So, yeah. But it is what it is. So, after a little bit here, I'm going to have my coffee here finally because I'm putting it off because I'm making this video clip. We're going to take the iMac over to my grandmother's house. And then I'm going to hook it up hardwired to the Ethernet. And I'm going to get internet recovery loaded. And I'm going to see if my trick in the long run is going to work. I know initially it'll bypass what my fears were about the drive. Because 93% of the drive, roughly speaking, is A-OK according to D-Band. But I can't be too sure in the end because I'm not sure if the hard drive has any worse problems that D-Band didn't pick up that I might have to use another bootable utility with to figure out later if the drive just dies again. Because at this point, I know the drive is a write-off. But since I really need to get a faster machine to edit this, this is going to be my temporary solution. And then after this, if the drive dies, whatever. I don't really care. If it stays working, that's pretty good. So, that's where I'm at. If it ends up working out in my favor, that would be the best thing ever right now, because it would save a ton of export time and a ton of editing time, because the MacBook, while it can edit 1080p at 30 frames a second, and the slow-mo that I did, oh my god, does it hate exporting it. So, it would just be nice to have the graphics acceleration of the iMac, which it does have. It does have hardware graphics acceleration to really, really speed up the export times, because the iMac just chews through 1080p 30 video like it's nothing. It edits in real time. It's perfect. Or it exports in real time, sorry. So it's a perfect machine for 1080p 30. It's pretty good. Although my mom made it a little bit leaner of a roast, or leaner of a brew. Fortunately, I actually got lucky this Christmas. As every Christmas, I always seem to get some of these things ever since we've had our Keurig. K-Cups. Finally. I haven't had K-Cups essentially all year. I've been making coffee in the older style coffee machine. You know, one of these. And it's worked fine. No doubt. I mean, it's definitely helped me get through the morning. It's just coffee. But I definitely miss the convenience of the Keurig. No doubt about it, do I miss the convenience of the Keurig. And actually, I got the Chocolate Lovers Variety Pack from the crazycups.com website. And I gotta say, I mean, it's pretty good coffee, actually. There's hang on, let me flip the camera around and you can see all the flavors. So they have peppermint chocolate mocha, chocolate raspberry truffle, chocolate peanut butter cup, which is actually really good, chocolate coconut dream, death by chocolate, which is also fantastic, and what else is fantastic is mocha turtle. This thing is the absolute bomb, and I would highly recommend it for someone who's new to this site and loves chocolate and they love coffee. This is actually really good stuff, and it's 100% Arabica coffee and has 13 grams of coffee per capsule. I'm not sure how much of a caffeine ratio that would be, considering they tell you how much amount of grams of coffee are inside each K-Cup, but I'm not sure how much caffeine that equates to. It doesn't say. I don't know if that's on their nutrition label on their website or what. It might be on their website, so I don't know. But either way, makes you poop just like vlogging life. It's a kitty. It's a kitty cat. It's a sleeping kitty cat. It's a little butt. You immediately start purring. Goofy kitty. Such a goofy kitty. Okay, so now I have to figure out what my plans are for the day. See, I had a couple of ideas in mind. I already had one up that I'm leaving a secret. I did spoil it a little bit on the Discord server, being that it is a compact Presario, and that's it. I didn't say what model. I do have a few Presarios, and I have a couple of, well, technically one's not a Presario, it's more of a Prosignia. Although it kind of labels itself as a Desk Pro, so it kind of counts as a Desk Pro. Was the dog left outside? No. Okay, I thought that the dog was left outside. And then I have a couple Desk Pros. I love my compacts. So, at least the compacts that were bought out, or that were before HP bought out Compaq. I love those machines. They're some of the best ones I have. They're also some of the most picky on the memory. At least one of them is. But I have not made a video on one of my compacts. And that's the one I have not mentioned the model number to. Now, it's very similar to one that I briefly showed in my Computers I Own, in the Computers I Own video of October. I briefly showed it, but I have not made a video on it. So that's what made it a little bit of a surprise. So, this is not really a video on it per se, but it's something that's including it because I'm going to try the dumbest thing ever. And this is probably going to end up being like a Drago 1 style of New Year's special. But you know what? I don't really care. It's freaking, oh look, a nice ad. Here, we'll get that featured in the video. That's always nice. So, anyway, yeah. So, I don't really care. It's New Year's. Bring the on. It's gonna get edited up and put onto YouTube anyway, so really, what's the difference? But first, gotta go. Look at the kitty. He's such a silly goober. You're also a little rascal. Can't speak words. What's your cute kitty? You're a cute kitty. The kitty cat. Although I should probably eject the D-band disc before I unplug the iMac and get it ready to go. Okay, well, Doofus is dressed, and hearing the squeaky wash machine's always fun. And this person's back, so yeah. So, trying to figure out what we're gonna do, because I was just suggesting Mom that if we need to get anything shopping done now, better get it done, because yeah, this thing's just squeaky. Old washing machine, what do you do? But no, we need to get any kind of shopping done. We need to get it done now because it's New Year's Eve, not New Year's Day, for us anyway. So I just figure if I need to do that, then we'll get that done. Okay, so pretty much got everything loaded up. And I'm gonna take over to my grandmother's house so that I can get to work on it. And window is basically clear. I don't know what it is, but some of these stations, they just tend to vary back and forth around here. There's no consistent FM stations around here. So I've buckled up the iMac, quite literally. And I've got my wired keyboard and mouse, and we're gonna head over. I also grabbed an Ethernet cable just because I don't trust the Wi-Fi. It would work, but considering the internet speed is already limited to like 3 megs download speed, it's already gonna take several hours to download the whole operating system, if over a day. I'm not even kidding. That's how slow the internet is around here. Which is why 25 megs, because it's the fastest, feels fast. Yeah, when I go up to the city and I get like several hundred gigabytes of download speeds, believe me, it's heaven. Okay, so we're getting internet recovery booted up here on the iMac. And I just did a jury-rig setup here because obviously this is not temporary. Or obviously not temporary, obviously not permanent. It is obviously going to be temporary. So let's see how long this is going to take to boot up. Now keep in mind, this is a 3 meg download at the best. Most of the time you'd be lucky to get 200 kilobits out of it, because of course, not enough. So yeah, that's going to take a while. Yep, just as expected, just keeps counting up and counting up and counting up. We'll get there eventually, but in any kind of timely fashion is a joke.
Yep, still going.
I'm pretty sure that progress bar has not moved at all. It's not moved at all. It's not even moved a pixel.
This is why internet around here is super overpriced for like zero bandwidth. Like, currently this is like a $56 connection and you only get 3 megs download speed. Totally worth it, not really at all. Like, this is ridiculous. Let's see if it counts up again here. Yep. How would you like to wait that long to boot your internet recovery? It's probably still going to start counting up even more. It's probably going to take like an hour just to boot this. An hour. I'm predicting it right now. Stop the press. Holy crap, it's actually booting. The time actually went down. Of course, the progress bar still hasn't moved yet. But now it's actually... Oh, it just moved a pixel. Okay, so it's not frozen. It's actually loading now. Okay. Well, I guess I'll be back in roughly 4 minutes. Because I know that average is not going to be correct. Well, it's been roughly 4 minutes, and yeah, don't believe these estimates because they are incorrect for this internet. Basically, whenever it boots up, basically, because we're not moving. I knew this was going to take a long time. I didn't think it was going to take this long, because, God, it takes long enough on our 25 meg internet to boot the internet recovery. But it's at least manageable. I can at least live stream and boot the internet recovery at the same time because we got enough bandwidth. But this, I'm not even live streaming it. Nothing else is using the internet besides my phone. And that's not using it right now. So, yeah, this is ridiculous. I literally just got done watching a 6-minute YouTube video. And it's still going. Oh my God. Okay, so it's been a little bit of time, and as you can see, we're not even halfway done yet. Still going. I better hope that's not minutes, because if that's minutes, that's going to take way too long, but I don't think so. I think it's just an overestimation or underestimation or something, as it always seems to do. So that's always fun. Okay, I came here about 1 o'clock something or another, and I've just been kicking back and waiting for this thing to boot up, but it's now nearly 2:30. It's been about an hour and a half. And this thing is still booting up. I'm seriously really impressed by this, and how slow the internet is here. Like, seriously. This thing isn't really that hot. I'm just kind of worried about it, but it's not really that hot, so yeah. But yeah, I'm convinced that that timer down there is actually in minutes and hours, not any kind of other time of thing. I finally realized it obviously a long time ago, but yeah. This thing's probably going to take a long time just to boot, so I'll be amazed if it's actually macOS High Sierra and, you know, not Lion. So I'll be really surprised if that's going to be the case. If it is Lion, you know, it'll still be usable, but, you know, whatever. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go get some other stuff done if I really need to. I'm going to come back and hope this thing's booted up. I don't know. I always knew that the internet recovery took a while to boot up, but I didn't think it was going to take this long to boot up on this internet. Because usually there's some things on this internet that work pretty well, despite the bandwidth limitation. I mean, you can watch high-definition YouTube on this internet connection if you're patient enough. It will work. Granted, you're limited to 720p if you don't want a ton of buffering, and good luck with 4K. But, yeah, I mean, it does work for the most part, so I don't know. Bandwidth limitations for stuff like this is definitely going to be the weakness, and I've obviously found it. So if it's going to take another 22 minutes to boot up the internet recovery, then I'm going to go do some other stuff, because, yeah, it's going to take forever. Okay, so I walked back in here after, like, sitting out and taking a 2-minute phone call, and it's booted up now. Funniest thing, isn't it? Like, wow. Highly inconsistent internet aside, we're now booted up. So now, I'm going to grab my mouse and keyboard here, and let me make sure that the drive hasn't gone suicide mode ever since I booted this. So let's see here, continue. And it is macOS High Sierra, which is nice. That's probably why it took a long time to boot it up. As you can see, it's uninitialized because I ran dban on this drive, so that's what I want. So what I want to do is I want to erase the drive. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. And we want to do macOS Extended because this is not an SSD. And I don't feel like doing APFS on a mechanical drive. We'll just go Macintosh HD. And we'll just erase. Because I could try APFS on this hard drive, but I dare not try it because I don't know if it would work. I mean, since my MacBook has an SSD in it, that obviously has APFS, but not this one. Okay, so I want to partition this hard drive. I want the first partition to be, let's see here. I'm going to change this partition to be a, probably just a, let's just do, I'm going to just overemphasize this. Let's go 100 gigs. So that'll be the first partition.
The next partition we're going to leave as around an 800 gigabyte. Maybe 850. No, let's wait 60, kind of just give it the benefit of the doubt. So this puzzle of the hard drive here is the drive. So let's see. We're just going to give it the funny name. Usable Mac HD. Just because, why not? And then we'll go ahead and apply that partition.
And it should, in theory, work. I don't see why it wouldn't. And it should. In theory, when I get into the installer, it should show 2 hard drives that are usable, or 3. The one I'm going to use is the usable Mac HD, because that's what's going to work. So, sweet. And there we go. We are usable. So it's going to show 3 hard drives. I'm just going to go ahead and unmount this one. Oh, right. That's the one that's got the 900 gig size, and it is called Untitled. Okay, so that's going to need to be changed. Let's change that to non-usable. Non-viewable. Oh, I'm a good typist. And then we can go to the reinstall Mac OS option, and we'll get this show on the road. Of course, this is going to take forever. I know it will, because it took so long to boot the internet recovery. But this is my only way of getting an OS on this computer at the moment, because I have no other way to get Mac OS High Sierra on this machine right now, because of course we don't have internet at home. If I did have internet at home, this OS install would be done in about an hour and a half from download to actually getting this installed. Maybe a couple hours at the most. But man, if this takes an hour just to boot the internet recovery, holy crap, man, I'm in for something when it comes to installing the full operating system, because that's like a 7 gig download. And at the speed of this internet, 7 gigs would probably take several hours just to download, so I don't know. Let's see what happens. Now, the method I'm using is not guaranteed, far from guaranteed, to solve my problem. However, I figure it's something I can try because the drive's already a write-off. I don't really care if this makes it any worse, or if it's just going to do the same thing over again. But I figure it's worth a shot, just using it at a decreased capacity to try and attempt to avoid bad sectors. It's probably not going to work, but you never know. Okay, well, it's overzealous about telling me it's got about 8 minutes remaining. I don't think that's true, but you never know. This internet tends to be highly inconsistent in the bandwidth it pulls through. So I think this is a 6 meg service, but you only really get like 3.8 megs download out of it, so typical. So yeah, this is an overzealous prediction, so I'm gonna go ahead, head home. I'm gonna figure out some stuff. I might even invite my friend over, might go hang out with him, because I definitely know that this is gonna take a long time. So I'm just gonna leave it, because this machine's never overheated and it's never locked up or had any issues like that. It's not even really that warm, so I think it'll be just fine. And besides, connected over hardwired Ethernet, so it's not gonna get disconnected from the network. So I think it'll be just fine as long as nothing shuts off, so I don't have to wait for another hour. Yep, there it goes. Now this is the more realistic prediction I was expecting to see. It's starting to drop, and that's probably going to hit like 24 to 48 hours. I guarantee you, as soon as I come back, it's going to say 24 to 48 hours on that prediction.
I give copyright strikes to all my people, all of my people. Need copyright strikes, I give some. I give copyright strikes to all of my people, all of my people. Don't need copyright strikes, I give some.
So I was actually given one of these pop sockets for Christmas, and they're nice. For what they are, anyway. The problem is, of course, when you go to actually try to mount one, at least in a 2006 Dodge Dakota, this is the only place that I could realistically mount this. Right here. And the problem is, of course, you can't see my face because it's taken up by the steering wheel, because I have to drive too. So if I want to look at the camera, I have to lean up like this, or like this, or something, or I don't know how you're supposed to work with this, so yeah. That kind of sucks. Give me just 1 second, I need to plug my phone into the charger so it doesn't die, because it's at like 50 something, sadly, because iPhone 6s battery life is terrible. At least on iOS 11 it is, so yeah, it is what it is though. I'm going to take it into the, I'll probably ship it off to Apple and get the battery replaced on it eventually, but I got to transfer my phone number to another phone so that way I can use it, because I actually do need my phone for my hobbyist business and other aspects of my life, so I kind of do need a phone. Plus, of course, contact with my grandmother and other parents and even my siblings too sometimes, because of course they like to call and check up on me. So that's another thing I gotta get taken care of after the new year, is get my phone battery replaced. For, I think because I still have Apple Care Plus on my phone, I think it's free, because I've never had a warranty claim on my phone before, so I'm thinking that my battery replacement's gonna be free. Either that or they're gonna do my display replacement for free, but they're still gonna charge me for the battery replacement. I'm really not sure. All I know is that I gotta contact Apple and I gotta make a case. And when I do make a case, then I can, my steering wheel back is dirty. Then I can figure out how much it's going to cost me and how much they're gonna charge my account, which shouldn't be too much, all things considered, because my display has an internal defect. My phone is actually bent, and I have my really bad battery, and I mean, it's awful. I mean, it's not awful to the point where it's throttling to the point of feeling like an iPhone 5S, but sometimes the OS gets to the point where it just turns into a slideshow. That's how bad it gets. So, yeah, I know there's something wrong with it in some way. And by the way, that was after a clean install of iOS 11, by the way. So, yeah. It's probably that stupid battery thing that's been going around that I need to get taken care of, but whatever. I'll get it done. So, anyways, I'm gonna go probably drive home here, grab my laptop, because I need to get the video footage started on this thing. I need to get it imported like pronto, because if I don't, believe me, it's gonna bite me in the ass later, because trust me, the MacBook, while it is nice for editing on, it does not like importing files at a timely fashion, even though it has an SSD, because it has to work with the processor, and the processor is only a 2.4 gigahertz Core 2 Duo, so you take it or leave it. But I actually kind of need iMovie for my video editing needs, because I don't want to use a PC for other things, because for one thing, it's not going to be in the same file format. It might not totally, it's not the same. Like, iMovie is just wonderful for what it is. I mean, it's buggier than hell, and oftentimes it just doesn't work, and I have to restart the whole computer, and even then it doesn't fix it sometimes. Then in the case of my iMac, but whatever. So, alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and finish driving and all that stuff. And we're home. So now it's time to go and grab my laptop, boot it up, get iMovie open, import some files, and start some editing. I don't know if I'm going to go back over to my grandma's house and do the editing there, because it doesn't really matter. I can do video editing offline or online. I've got the files I need, so I don't know. I'll add the joking puns later if there's any that need to be added and whatnot. There it goes. Sometimes it just pauses like that for no reason. I don't know why. Here's just a teaser of the upcoming video. But that's all you get. There's another one in there, but let's get to making this video now. And away this thing goes, importing all the little tiny clips, so yeah. So never minding the mess, which of course there always is going to be a mess, I figured I'd let you in on what I'm going to be doing for the special. I have this Compaq Presario 5441, which I did mention in my Computers I Own of October video. This machine, for those who are unaware of a Compaq Presario 5441, this machine is based on an AMD K6 CPU running at 475 megahertz. This machine, when it was new, shipped with 64 megs of RAM and I believe it's an 8 gig hard drive in this one. It might have been upgraded. I don't remember. Yeah, you're all being featured on a video. Anyway, I believe it came with an 8 gig hard drive new, CD-ROM drive, floppy drive, Windows 98, some other little goodies. But tonight, this particular machine, I'm going to try and see how far I can push the operating system. Now, it's going to need a memory upgrade. This machine takes PC100 memory, which I have plenty of it. I might need to go steal some memory out of some other systems, but that's the least of my worries. We're going to see how far we can push the operating system on this thing. I'm reckoning that we can hit Windows 7. I'm not sure, but I think we can hit Windows 7 with this system. Now, the only problem is the CD-ROM drive is going to need to be replaced or diagnosed, because I'm not sure what's going on with it. It detects that there's a disk in the drive, but For some reason, it just can't read it. It just gives me a CDR 101 disk not ready error or something like that. I don't remember, but either way, there's something wrong with the CD drive. Not to worry though, I believe that some kind of drive around here, this one notwithstanding, can just slot right in and work. I believe I do have a couple of IDE DVD-RW drives that I can slap in the system just for testing this video theory. And we're also going to upgrade the memory. I believe the system can max out at 512 megs. I don't remember for sure. I believe it can take 512 megs, which would be a very convenient little upgrade, but I'm not entirely convinced that I have a very good memory on that topic. But that's the system we're going to be using. Unless, of course, my friend Chris has a better idea. That's what I think we're going to do. Of course, there's more ideas that we're going to do in addition to this. That's the whole reason why I made that suggestions video, but I only ever really did get one suggestion, so... And I had my negative whiplash about everything, so my apologies. Now, I believe it was YouTube user Chris Denny who commented on the suggestions video and suggested that I install Windows Whistler build 2428 in a virtual machine. I do think that that would have been a great idea, but the problem is the fact that I have nothing to virtualize the OS on other than my gaming computer, and it currently doesn't have VMware on it right now. However, I think for that particular suggestion, I'm going to make that its own video, and we'll definitely take a look at that later on if I can find an ISO for Whistler build 2428. However, not in this video because already it's going to be quite long, and I don't have VMware installed on my gaming computer, and the iMac's crippled, and the MacBook's not powerful enough, plus it's only got a 128 gig SSD, and I'd like to save some storage for the video files coming off my phone going into the computer for editing, since it's only 128 gigs, so yeah, that's going to be interesting. So that'll be for its own video, not for the New Year special, so sorry to have to say that. I will definitely take you up on your video offer, though, and I will definitely make it its own video. It's just not going to be for the New Year special because I don't have the setup for it right now, but definitely I will do that in the future, so I will keep your suggestion in mind, however long it might take to get my good system back up and running. And I also got to wondering if I should actually split this in parts, but I don't know, that'll depend on how long the total video length is. I made my main video watermark down there an hour and a half long, so we'll see if I go past that. I'm pretty sure I will. I'm pretty sure I'll go past an hour and a half worth of video footage, so I don't know, we'll see. I think that'll be like my absolute limit for a video to go into a part 1, part 2 sort of thing. I can't see somebody watching a 2-hour long video and it's just one part. Like, that's just absurd. Plus, it would just make it a lot easier for me to edit and upload and everything, and I can whatnot. But that also means that the upload itself will take longer to get out the full video. But I hate to make parts because then it just takes longer for stuff to get out because I'm so busy all the time. Well, we'll see. I'll try not to make it too absurdly long, of course. All right, another jump cut. You get to hear Dinger for a few seconds here. I'm going to try the little pop socket mount here the other way, since I figured that'll be a little bit better. Granted, I'm still going to be offset, but at least it's better than seeing the back of the steering wheel all the time, so that'll work. Anyway, I get to go run to the store real quick, because Mom bought a mirror the other day for her makeup section in the bathroom, and she needs batteries, so her mirror, thankfully, only really needs 4 AAAs, so we're just going to go pick up a 4-pack of AAA batteries if I don't peel out here in this Red Rock on the hill, which is very likely it did happen because, of course, 2-wheel-drive pickup truck. Because they absolutely went to town on this hill with the Red Rock, so driving over it, it's like friggin' driving through Red Rock, literally, so I gotta drive slow on this street. But, yeah, we'll go pick ourselves up a 4-pack of AAA batteries and get that done, and then I suppose I'll probably just go hang out with my friend for a little bit, although we'll see. I gotta go check up on the iMac just to see how it's doing. Trust me, the goodies will start eventually. You just gotta wait for it. Gotta get the day done first, and then when the nighttime comes, then we can play. So, that ought to be interesting. Especially that AMD, like, that ought to be interesting to figure out how that's gonna work. I mean, I have my doubts, of course. I don't think that's going to really work out in my favor. I think we're going to top out at Windows XP, at least not without a graphics card. But you know what? I say to hell with rules. We're just going to do the stupid, and we're going to actually, like, get this done right. Alright, we're here at the store. I know, very quick drive, but that's how our town is. Like, we're down the street from the store, but I don't feel like walking in freezing weather right now, so, yeah. To get you guys off the monopod, I'm gonna leave the camera off when I go inside the store so I can go get the batteries and get that done and over with, because I don't want to be recording anybody. Okay, batteries have been dropped off for Mother. Her mirror works. So now I got my MacBook with me, and I'm gonna go, it's really hard to see with my mom's new truck being right there in the driveway. I'm gonna go over to Grandmother's house, and I'm gonna get to editing some video, but first I'm gonna go make a trip, probably to the other store, because I want to go get me a 12-pack of Mountain Dew, because they're on sale until the 2nd of January for, I think it was 2 for $7 on 12 packs of Pepsi products. I know that's not exactly a great deal, but around here it's a decent deal, because normally they try to juke like $7.50 out of a 12 pack of soda. It's just ridiculous. So any kind of a discount you can get on that is fine by me. Of course, the one thing that they are willing to sell, of course, is beer and liquor products to everybody, but then they try to charge you $20 for something else, which is not even worth $20. Like friggin' 30-pack of beer, they want to try to do you $25. It's about as bad as Canada when it comes to selling alcohol around here. So yeah, I don't even know. I don't even think it's that much, but I don't remember. Either way, I don't drink. I don't intend to drink. I don't plan on drinking on this video, and I'm not gonna do it in front of YouTube in general, because of course that's how you lose your monetization. So yeah. We're gonna just take a whip right on over here to the grocery store, and I'm gonna go probably pick that up and then get over to Grandma's house. And obviously I'm not gonna store my soda in her fridge. We have working refrigerators, so obviously I don't have to worry about that. Speaking of refrigerators, actually, since I'm on the topic of it, we actually moved our second fridge over into the living room, and I swear I thought there was almost going to be a car accident. Whoops. Well, I guess my interpretation of depth is just screwed up today. But no, we got our second fridge moved into the living room. At least for right now, that's where we're going to move it, because I know that my mom wanted to put it outside in the... Holy hell, loud diesel much? Anyway, we're going to move it out to the garage, where the old freezer that we used to have was. And then we're also going to get another chest freezer, because of course the old chest freezer we had, I think, has a refrigeration problem by that, or the compressor seized up or something. I don't know what, but it doesn't work anymore. It doesn't try to start the compressor, which probably means there's either a bad compressor or there's a refrigeration leak to the point of where, or there's lower freon or something to where the compressor can't start or something like that. I don't remember what the heck the problem was with the freezer. Either way, our old fridge, which is I think it's a 1996 Kenmore, which still works just fine, of course. We just moved it into the living room, so we're going to eventually get that cleaned up from the kitchen crap that it has in it still. And then we're going to just use it as a meat freezer and a beverage cooler, basically, because we drink a lot of not only soda, which I know is not really the best for us, but my mom also drinks a lot of tea and Fresca, because of course she's on her low-carb diet. Oh, nice. Set your car alarm off. What a smart person. Nice job. I'd probably be guilty of the same thing too. Except my truck, manual locks, manual windows, no clicker. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off here. And then go inside and get my stuff, and then we're gonna head over to Grandma's house, and I'm gonna get to editing, and we'll check on the iMac. And then there's probably gonna be a big jump cut between when I stop recording and when I leave to go to that trivia party that I'm not really going to stay for. I'm just going to go over so I can get some food, because they're doing a dinner and a trivia party, but I don't think you have to stay for the trivia part, and I don't plan to, because that will just go until 10 o'clock, and by that point I'd probably be pooped anyway, and I still got to do the New Year's special until friggin' early in the morning, because of course it's New Year's. What the hell are you going to do otherwise? So yeah, that's why I'm getting some caffeine. In addition, I've also got the K-Cups, of course, so yeah. I don't know, I'm just getting the Mountain Dew because it goes great with my lunches, because I can just grab a can on my way out the door or something and just have it with my lunch. It's just nice to have. But anyway, I'll be right back. Quit my rambling. I'm gonna go get my stuff taken care of, and I'll be right back. 12-pack of Mountain Dew acquired, so that can go home after a little bit. So I think we're gonna go pay a visit over to little boy's house, because I just got off the phone with him not too long ago. The making of this clip, so I think we'll do that. Go peep my head in for at least a little bit. So that ought to be interesting. So, since he's just across the street, there's no point in recording. So, I'll see you guys there, and you'll see little boy there in the next clip.
Devil May Cry Special Edition.
Little
Or
boy's
Devil
got a
May
few
Cry
games.
4.
I think I remember talking about on the Discord that I was getting back into the Gears of War series, and I have the first 3 on Xbox 360 on disc.
Yeah, and then
He has GTA
That's
5 that's
stupid crap.
downloading, and then he's got Final Fantasy 15 updates, and then, not to mention, another installation of updates
and then if I can find the stupid case,
right there.
I've got.
I don't
I'm
want to
not
show
gonna
the
actually
keys.
show the
Yeah, I don't want
codes,
to show the codes.
I've got codes for the first
3
or
Gears
the
of
other
Wars.
4 Gears of War games, because there's the first, second, and third, and then there's what's the last one called? It's something weird.
I'll point the camera away so they don't see it.
It's called
Not like you won't be redeeming the codes.
it's called Judgment.
Not that they won't be able to use the
Gears
codes
of War
before.
Judgment.
Not that they wouldn't be able to see the codes before the video even goes live anyway. So
Yeah, but still.
yeah, I know.
It'll
Piracy.
It'll probably be next week before any of these are done. So
Piracy
I'll
is a
even
crime.
Get started on those.
But no, I was just telling about how much footage I have on my freaking MacBook ready to go for video, and
That's just great.
yeah, I have my excuse as to why I'm calling it an epic, like I was telling him, because it's going to be both a video and a vlog epic. So yeah,
That's fun.
but yeah, trust me, the night hasn't even begun yet. It's only the sun setting. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think
it should be fun.
it's only like what, 4:16.
That's
so,
something we could do. We could live stream our recording for the
for the
New
what?
Year's- the New Year's video.
Well, that'd be so nice if I had internet.
Yeah, I was gonna say though.
Because
if you
trust
had
me,
the internet.
I tried live streaming on my grandma's internet, and needless to say, it didn't even work.
Well, if I pause this, we could probably live stream on mine. Honestly.
No, because your internet's the same as my grandma's, and my grandma's is faster than yours, but it performs exactly the same. So,
Yeah.
knowing our luck, it probably still wouldn't work.
Knowing my luck, my Discord got uninstalled, and I have to rejoin your Discord.
You don't have to rejoin it.
No,
You just gotta sign back in, and then it'll
I
all be
got
there.
signed out, and weird crap happened. I signed back in, and so I tried uninstalling, reinstalling it, so I uninstalled it again. Anyways, got kicked out or something. I don't know. I'm not in any of the Discords I was in, though. That's all I'm saying. So it's a weird.
Server errors always happen sometimes.
I don't know, but
I was having a server error where I couldn't even join I couldn't even get into one of the servers. Hang on, let me get into the apps here real quick. I can't use the tab with one hand. This is not easy. It's not. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was going to show you.
totally sponsored by Chips Ahoy.
Totally sponsored by Chips Ahoy, of course. Where the heck was it? There it is. Here, just once it loads. There's 2 timers in that video. One is the video time, and one of them is the estimated export time.
That's fun.
Yeah, the MacBook thought it was going to finish in 2 hours. Well, needless to say, it went from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. exporting a 2-hour estimated export time video. That was 22 and a half minutes long. So, yeah. If I don't have to render video on the MacBook, I don't want to. It takes too dang long. Editing is fine, but when it comes to the freaking exporting process, dear God, it takes forever. But on the plus side, I have an excuse, because this video is going to be really long. And crappy, smudgy front cameras. Okay, so I just got done here at Chris's house. Obviously, I hung out with him. I didn't want to put the camera in his face too much because obviously we'll be hanging out later. So, that's going to be the plan. So now, after this, in the hiatus, of course, of me going to that one party and then barely surviving at the sight of having to friggin' play a trivia game, which I'm probably not going to stay and attend. As much fun as that might sound to some people, I suck at trivia, so, yeah. We're just getting some good pizza, and then my friend and I are probably Chris and I are gonna go, back to the house, and we'll have some fun dinking around with that compact. So, should be a blast. Quite literally, not really. That would be bad. Alright, let's figure out how much time is left on that download. 5 hours. Wow, I'm really surprised. Okay, so that's not too terribly bad. And now it's time for the best clip of all.
Transition!
Alright, post-shower. Let's check the iMac. About 3 hours and 32 minutes. Alright. It's more than halfway done with the download, although that really doesn't mean much. And I'm basically dressed, so we're gonna go pitch black for a second because I need to come in here, do a little bit of cosmetic work because party, and then we'll get the show on the road, I guess. Late time stuff. Okay, I'm all freshened up now. I'm just heading out. I'm gonna head over to the local Beats place because that's where this party's at. That they wanted to do some trivia stuff, but I decided I told them I was gonna pass because I suck at trivia games, and I'm just gonna be there for dinner. And I think my friend's probably gonna be the same way. I'm not really sure yet, but that would be my guess. So, stopping in the pickup, and we're gonna make our way over there with some great camera work because this is a vlog, as you know. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go and let old Trekkie warm up here, and then we're gonna head on down and get some noms. I'm gonna have to call my mom too, so that's gonna be interesting. All right, well, I'll jump to when I'm there.
But they don't have a all-you-can-eat buffet tonight.
Boy. Okay, I'm done with the jokes.
Okay, so the prediction is that when he gets done eating, he's gonna bolt. What's the plan?
Spud's face here.
I want the meat lover's lane.
Meat lover's lame. Meat lover is lame or meat lover lame? No,
Before you guys get too into ordering, I'm out of mushrooms.
I'm getting dangerous again. I always do during winter. It's my scalp dries the freak out.
So yeah, before I left, the total allotted time between the edited footage and the non-edited footage was over 50 minutes.
Nice.
And the night is just beginning, so...
Yeah, so after this, we'll probably hang out for a bit. If you want to come over to my house for a little while...
About an hour.
Let's see, what can be upgraded? Nothing.
I
Okay.
lounged in the chair until I could lounge no more, and I had to go feed the horses.
Jordy didn't...
Passed out and went fat. Nope.
Bam. So yeah, we got our table lined up here of crew members for the thingamabobber that I'm sadly having to stay at. What a great time to be alive. God, look at this beach. That just looks
14. What is the world's largest automotive company? What is the world's largest automotive company?
that's one of them.
What is the
I was going to say Mercedes-Benz on that one, but I don't think that's true, because Mercedes-Benz is kind of pricey. But then again, they are pretty much worldwide.
They opened up the first drive-in gas station. What company opened up the first drive-in gas station? 15.
I love this
What
person knows.
company opened up?
All right, well, we're done with trivia, and it didn't really go as excitingly as I was expecting it to be because, of course, I didn't participate as much. There's fireworks going off, of course, and not to say that we won't have our own fun, Chris and I, because, of course, when I come on in, face shots included, of course, he has a bin, and when he opens said bin, I think we're a little loaded. We're probably going to have a little bit of fun with some fireworks so we can actually get them lit. So that's going to be something. And also what's going to be lit is finding a charger for my phone because I'm at like 15, so yeah. I left it in my truck for like God knows how long and it only went up 1%, so yeah, that's always nice. So right now we're just trying to figure out something to light the fireworks with.
I think I might know where one's at. But it's a crappy lighter and...
So yeah, we're trying to figure stuff out right now. I know you're going to have to deal with no video light. My phone's at 10% now, so go figure. Just those small little clips and my phone just drains so much percentage. Of course.
That's candy.
Well, at least we got something. Even though we'll have like...
Can I get this? Nope.
Want wrecked. Nope, we got some cider in there too. Yeah, we got
There we go. This is the fun stuff, Jordy.
I'm just like imitating what you're saying. You're just all like, so yeah.
Oh, the missile pads.
Oh, remove plastic lid. Of course, you got a few punks in there as well.
Smoke bombs. Or
Are those the
cracker
explosive?
balls.
I was gonna say
are
those
just
are
cracker
the
balls.
crackle balls, not the well, technically the explosive ones because they crackle, but not the smoke ones.
Need some butter shots?
All right, let's take that with us.
This has all of our alcohol in it. I think that's all the explosives. Seems so.
All right.
So we got some mortars, we got some cracker balls, a few of those weird wasp things, some missile bases, so we can have some fun. And we got a few more punks, so that's good.
Yeah, punks are always nice, especially when you got those really terrible lighters.
And apparently there's some under here.
That thing's just ring-a-linging.
I don't know. I think we're good with what we got.
I'd say so. I mean, honestly, it's only just a few hours that we're going to be able to light them off because, of course,
It ends at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, so or something like that.
You
So,
want to start with some mortars?
are we going to light them here or?
We're lighting them here.
Okay, because I didn't know if we
Unless
were
you
going
want
to.
to take them up to your house.
Well, because I wasn't sure if you wanted to light them here or if you wanted to light them someplace else. Because I don't know.
I was cool with here. I always light them here.
Oh, okay.
Unless
Because
you-
I was going to say it really doesn't matter. We could do both locations. That's fine.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah.
But if we do go up to your house, we'll have to grab stuff before we go.
Exactly. I just figured to drop off my soda and drop off my stuff, and then if you wanted to, then we could do some stuff up there, and then if you wanted to, we can come back here, and then I don't have to drive you home and drop you off or something.
I don't know. I was gonna hang with you all night anyway, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends because I'd like to do my idea, and maybe we'll see how that works out. I don't know how far I'm going to get on that one.
Okay, well, we can
Yeah,
pause that.
yeah.
All these freaking cats!
All these freaking cats! Yeah, I know, right? Well, on the positive side, we're going to fire up the PlayStation 2 emulator. So you can see we got a game in there. This is Test Drive Off-Road. What's the specific version of this one? Test Drive Off-Road Wide Open. Back when the PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox were youngins. This is made in 2001. So, quite a long time ago. And as you can see, interestingly enough, some of the maps are actually just straight up .zip files. That's interesting. But anywho, as you can see, this game is so old that it's a CD. So it shows up as a blue disc versus a yellow disc. So that's how you know the difference. So hopefully my emulation settings are going to work, because I don't remember. With PlayStation 2, it's always mixed bags when it comes to emulation, because every game is different. But we're going to see how this one turns out. Oh my god, this is freaking great!
This is my favorite game.
Oh god.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that what
Oh, this is General Racing, isn't it?
Now it's fine! What's so confused? Okay.
No, that really confused me because that song was made for this game right here.
Yeah, I know.
So I was like, are you playing this game and it's just that bad? But what the Or I also thought maybe you threw in the Metallica disc, but
God.
good way to get copyrighted.
I know, right?
Oh, my favorite game, Square Circle.
Square
Triangle X Circle.
Friggin' start in the upper left-hand corner.
And now it's just...
And then it's fine.
That's great.
Wait. Oh no! It's even
God,
different!
I'm glad that it's random.
It's random.
randomly generated.
Hey,
Randomly
Hey.
generated corruption.
Drift 3R.
I think
hang on.
this intro is worse though.
No. Because Drift 3 or Driver 3, in case anybody's wondering the joke. Hang on. Skip that. And then it's fine.
So it's just the intro.
It's just the intro. Well, that's bizarre. Hey, you dare me to get into a race?
Go for it.
Oh, this is not going to end well.
Ends perfectly well.
This is not going to end well at all. God, I remember this game back on the original Xbox. Way back in the day.
Did it come back?
J.
W.
W.
Just Jordan Woolworth.
Just Jordan Warren. Let's see, let's do beginner's luck. Yosemite. Oh, excuse me. We get the Hummer, in the words of Doug DeMuro. And we'll just get in Hummer yellow. Automatic, of course.
Should be.
H2, Hummer, H2, Hummer. I'll have to show you that video. It's just freaking hilarious.
Give me a second.
All right, let's see what happens.
Oh my god.
It's actually fine. It's definitely a little stuttery, of course, but
Turn it down.
sorry. There. Let's turn it down to 60. God.
Okay, so that's not working.
Yeah, you can totally play this game. God, I remember playing. Oh God, no, no! Get back on the track.
So, Jody, unfortunately, this doesn't make sense.
That doesn't surprise me though, because it was made for Android.
I know,
Wow, this actually, I could totally play this. Not bad. Looks like it's totally playable in this configuration. That's pretty cool. Oh, that was some lag there.
that was nice.
So we fired up PlayStation 1 because PS2 is all fun, but the game I was playing was just using it to test. I'll bring out Driv 3R in a little bit, or Driver 3, in case anybody wants to know the actual name of the game.
1998.
Should probably change the sampling of the screen, change it up a little bit, but you could have a little bit of pixelation because this is the original PlayStation, of course. Of course. Oh look, my controller got put in a second player. So that's probably going to require a full restart of the computer to fix,
Really?
which is nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's dumb. Or actually, no, I just thought about it. We just unplug both controllers. Because if we unplug both controllers, then we plug them in sequential order, and then it'll actually change the things. El Nino.
It's a concept car that
It only came out in this game. So, alright, give me just 1 second. I'm going to fix the controller situation. Actually, never mind. It really doesn't matter, so yeah.
Single race, yeah, it's hot pursuit. Yeah, that's what we want.
Gotta have hot
Arcade or
pursuit.
simulation.
Inside a simulation.
But what do you want?
Doesn't matter.
Skill level. No, we'll start with the I haven't played forever. Catch up on keep trying to get the beat button.
Totally.
Start.
Of course.
Back hometown. We'll start with 4 laps so we can get
Yeah, get used to the controls.
Oh, that's fine. I unlocked the El Nino, but I'm not going to use it because that's the fastest car in the game. So I'm just doing Diablo, automatic, and something else.
Of course, you know what I'm going to use. Oh, that's not
You
unlocked.
gotta be super cheap and use the El Nino.
You know me, you know me. Of course, the maroon color's ugly. I like to have the,
You're
like,
gonna win, then, but that's okay.
you never know. I like the silver with that, and then we're gonna compare. Because, of course, we gotta compare. My car is obviously better.
Yeah, best car in the game.
Okay, so go ahead and start. Wait for it.
I'm so used to using triggers. This is so weird.
Lamborghini.
Diablo SV. I actually
then-
have that exact paint job on my 1 in 4.
And then the El Nino.
Still hasn't even beat. It's not an actual car.
Yeah.
What brand is it?
It's the Need for Speed brand. Oh wait, no, brand would be unknown. Alright, can we pause that? So that way I can set the camera up here. Maybe. Probably not.
Sure.
It's good enough. That'll work.
Let's just do this.
There's no analog sticks. There's no analog sticks, by the way.
Yeah, there is.
Not for me.
Oh, nice. Okay, so looks like X is emergency brake and B is handbrake.
Just flying over these friggin' curves. Goodbye.
I love this game.
I like how the friggin' Chevy Caprices are just as fast as the El Nino.
I hit a wall.
Hit a wall and you're immediately fine. Come on, go!
I don't wanna.
I don't want to fall over. I'm only going up. Oh God! Where are you going? Stop the car. Well, good luck. You ain't gonna stop me. Friggin' flying this corner. God, I'm like all over the road.
Calls in the Corvette just as fast as the other cars.
The friggin' Chevy Caprice is just as fast as the other cars. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh God.
No, the Corvette's the special one.
Well, I
The
know.
super fast one. Even though it's just as fast as the other cars.
They just drive better than we do because it's AI.
Yeah.
Screw this person. Do a couple front. Oh no, I'm done. Nope, not if I go. Come on, let's go. Oh, they're going the wrong way. Friggin' dangerous police car. They call me dangerous. God.
You are?
You're friggin' driving the wrong way. Oh God. What the frick is going on? Go!
See, this is a good way to spend New Year's.
Oh God! No! No!
Hey, there's a Corvette.
I've got no place on the road. They're sitting there like T-boning me. Bye.
Some of us don't have our fancy El Nino concept cars. There's Wally.
Here.
Okay, left bumper is reset if you get stuck.
Don't let me catch you speeding again.
I'm still trying to
Damn it!
left trigger is
Don't let me catch you speeding again.
left trigger is still behind you. Right trigger does nothing, right bumper does nothing. I'm not sure if B's the handbrake or the emergency brake. Okay, looks like B's the handbrake. Careful around that corner. It's always a
No, you freaking Caprice, get off me. I like how the car's just floating across the road at a diagonal angle, and that's realistic.
Hey, this was state-of-the-art technology, Jordan.
We had Gran Turismo. You! God! Freaking driving on the wrong side of the road!
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
With your fast-ass car!
Bye!
That's the thing, we have the same top speed, but you're better in every other aspect. You have better acceleration, that's what kills me.
Oh God, no, 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 no!
There's a wall there.
He's right there!
You've no place on the road. You won't be still looking next.
Next time you get arrested, you'll just so be careful.
We were playing Need for Speed.
I think this is one of my favorite speeds. Hey, Corvette. Start calling all the cars by their names in GTA.
Bye. What? No, no, get out of the car. That's your best lap. It's the final
lap.
It's the final lap. It's your best lap. It's the final lap. Wow, I didn't know. Oh. I ain't getting busted.
As long as you keep moving, you're good. But don't move too slow.
I reverse so I wouldn't get caught by the cops.
Stop watching person got this stupid little bed trying to ride my ass. Actually, it's riding my face. So I'm very vulnerable and I don't try to come down. Because I don't want to make your video too explicit.
It's already explicit. What are you talking about?
Fuck!
Hey, bye.
Goodbye! Hey, do it all, do it just fine. And there's more. Hey, you gotta be careful around here.
Whoa, no.
What the fuck? There's a corner! I still didn't get caught! I literally like stopped right into the corner.
God.
You're still gonna win this as long as you don't get caught. If you get caught, I win. Hopefully. But I think you're gonna win because you're faster. Well, you're not faster, you know. That car's backing up diagonally backwards.
I know. The Corvette's driving diagonally. Go. Also, he stops on a dime even though he's going 200 miles an hour. He just... Here.
Player 2, you won the race.
I did pretty good.
What was that?
You rammed your car.
What was that? Oh, God. Well, we're just messing around with the PlayStation in general, so I don't know.
So we could throw in Hollis.
Yeah, we could. Like that music stutter there? Turn that down a little bit. Now you should actually be able to hear ourselves think. I'm gonna go grab me another Mountain Dew while you do your stuff because you're first player.
Where's my Mountain Dew? Oh my god damn Mountain Dew!
We have too much fun sometimes.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying.
Red Rock Ridge. I haven't played this one forever. Are we good with 4 laps, Shorty?
Well, yeah, that's what we did first time. Make sure it's still looking at the screen. Yes, it is. Move these out of the way because they're kind of in the way.
We'll play this way, Shorty.
Imagine if you're in the El Nino and I'm in something else and I still beat you.
Oh, you probably would. But I'm just gonna stick with the Diablo. That's what I always play that, so.
I always play the El Nino, of course.
Yeah.
Where's my Mountain Dew?
There's some Faygo in the fridge. Do I look like I want Faygo? You're the Faygo!
Oh my god damn Mountain Dew!
Oh my god, it's a PlayStation 4!
Bye. This hauls some friggin' ass off the starting line.
And we are playing Hot Pursuit again, because it's my favorite.
That's the whole point of the game.
Yeah. If I can even drive on a road.
You can't. Sorry. No! That is what is called karma. Hi, buds. How you doing? You and your... Oh, God. That's a wall. Go, 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 get away,
We're
go!
really bad in this game, Jordan.
But that's what makes it funny.
I know. You got like 4 of them on you already.
It's fine. Don't worry
Hello,
about
France.
it. It's fine.
Oh, these
Don't-
are like they're like Broncos. Or
They're like the friggin' like Broncos or something, and they're hauling ass, like keeping up with the El Nino.
Yeah, 200 and some odd miles per hour. Maybe it's in kilometers. I never knew.
No, that's miles per hour. I think you would specifically configure that in the options.
Yeah.
What? I was still going! Come on! That's not fair! Come on! What's up with that?
Reduce your ness.
You know, honestly, when it comes to the emulation, this thing gets it 100%. It even emulates the frame lag from the PlayStation.
Exactly.
Like, this emulator does a pretty damn good job. And yes, for those people saying I should have a perfect 60 with this game, well, yeah, that would be, realistically speaking, yes, that's true. But honestly, this is how it actually would play on the real PlayStation.
I should play a bit slower.
It would play a bit slower because the multiplayer. So it's realistic in that regard. Okay, I'm gonna just cut around that way. Damn it, I hit a cactus.
Mountain Dew.
What? Let's try to the cactus. No, you ain't pulling me over. I'm getting out of there. Come on.
Go, 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 go!
Bye.
Kiss it.
Okay, bye. It's also friggin' nasty.
It'd be hilarious if we got arrested on the first lap.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
you've
might.
already got, what, 2 fines?
Yeah, I've already got 2
I
fines.
think you get a total of 4 fines before you're arrested. And if you're a really reckless driver, you get arrested in less.
Well, that depends on how long you hold up.
Yeah,
Or how you drive, for that matter. I mean, of course, I know I'm a terrible driver.
same. Why do you think I'm in second place?
Bye.
Because I'm a terrible driver. Also be careful, on higher difficulties, these guys throw out spike strips.
That's half the fun of a police chase.
I know.
They just respawn with new tires. No. No.
Those are
No. Damn it!
You're busted. Don't let me catch you speeding again.
Don't let me catch you speeding again. Bye. Well, we got up to speed, of course, and then bye.
okay, bye. Cactus. Go, go, go,
Go, go, go!
Oh, come on, you've got a better acceleration. I don't want to hear
No, I tried to accelerate away, and then I got busted, and there's a cactus.
it. It's sad.
Friggin' head-on collision, what are you doing?
I never use the
You're
brake.
busted. You've got no place on the road. You won't be so lucky next time.
I might win this because you're such a terrible driver.
Dude, I sound like the abridged version of Kylo.
I'll just drive up here for no reason. Friggin' diagonal Corvettes. Fucking damn it! I just T-boned that guy. He's done. He's done.
You know, you can actually play this game by following along. And it's hilarious.
Bye.
You're busted. Don't let me catch you speeding again.
I
Bye.
would laugh if you got arrested right next.
I know! That would have been so funny!
Right next to the freaking Corvette.
Yeah, I know, and then
It's like, hey, how you doing?
yeah, and then I would have gotten caught right then and there. That would have just...
You'll never defeat me.
No! Don't head on me, don't head on me! Damn you! You God!
I was trying to keep you going, Jordan.
You tried, but you failed.
Now you can see me in a bunch of different weird camera angles. Gotta love those quality car sounds.
Oh, for a moment I thought you were gonna
hit the
go.
cactus. Fuck.
No.
Go! Fuck you! Or not. Still got 2 laps to go.
Get off me. Oh god, you got 3 of them.
You! F you! Oh my god! I'm a sandwich! I am an idiot sandwich! What are you? An idiot sandwich! Screw you guys!
How have you not gotten fined yet?
I've gotten fined once.
Now how have you not gotten fined for
I
that
know.
one?
How many do I have, Jordan?
God, you only 3. There you go!
I thought I was gonna get going again.
Don't let me catch you speeding again.
Bye.
This game's great. Now I remember why I love this game. It's
Bye.
just so ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, hi.
They're right on you on that one.
I hear like 4 at least. There's 1, 2.
3.
I'm an idiot sandwich!
You are busted.
Oh, that was weird.
No place on
It's
the
like,
road.
just over!
Over! That was great. Over! Stop your car! No.
I'm too fast.
Hey, how's it going?
I
I love how we had the same thoughts like that. No. You can't make me unless you make me.
Yeah, they're gonna make you alright. Don't make them do that.
Oh my god, it's a PlayStation 4.
The background music.
Highway Patrol, stop your car! You're busted. You've got no place on the road. This is your last warning.
I've still got a lap to go, Joe. I don't think I'm gonna make it either.
I guess after this, we can throw in Hot Wheels.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. There's my car on the side of the road! Bye! What are you doing? This is a nice paint truck.
It's over.
Move! Don't even breathe. You are
Don't even breathe.
Dies.
Guys.
I got like 3. I still have the same 3 on me. Oh, that's great.
God. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop in another game. I gotta first stop the emulator and then I gotta reopen it. Because that's kind of a quirk of this particular emulator is that you kind of have to do that. Because it's not technically shut down when you close it.
Just hit the restart button, George. Oh my god. Look what the cat dragged in.
Also, yes, it's a pink case. I don't judge people who have computers in pink cases. This was $20 and I needed it.
Yeah, honestly though.
Because otherwise you'd be hearing of the CPU fan.
Not to mention we wouldn't be able to be playing any of these games.
Yeah, because there would have been no optical drive.
Yeah, no optical drive.
Alright, run CD-ROM. And let's get this show on the road.
Randomly starts playing the music.
Let's randomly start playing. Okay, well hopefully you guys can actually see that. I'm gonna need to figure out a better situation from here for the camera. Just so that way you can actually see it.
Where's your tripod?
My phone tripod? I don't know. Plus I don't want to try and set it up on the heater. It's
Fair enough.
still not loading. Because the optical drive's not doing anything, so we're just gonna go ahead and escape out of this.
Escape. Let's try that.
Whoops, that's the minimize button, that's the close button.
That's just weird.
Okay.
There.
Electronic Arts. That's much better. Yes, we can totally record this using GeForce Experience. What is it don't desire? There it goes, yeah.
Just had to reload it, I guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. So just fair game stuff. This actually came out.
It's an emulator. It's an emulator, so what do you expect?
Fall on the floor, apparently.
Screw.
Oh, we don't have the memory cards.
Yeah, we do.
So we don't-
They're simulated memory
yes,
cards.
I know, but we don't have all the stuff.
Yeah. But hey, that's half the fun of playing your... Oh, I can still control it.
Yeah, either player can control it in this one. Oh my.
Just watch, it saves it to memory card slot 2. Because I'm controlling it.
No, you can select which memory card starts.
Yep, memory card in slot 2.
Huh.
I'm gonna just say no for now.
Hot Wheels Turbo Racing.
Hot Wheels! How about cold wheels, so that way they're not on fire? Don't you know?
Oh! Oh, that's...
Oh, there's some nice cars in there. I'd tell you to choose stealth.
No, Jordan, that's not what I'm talking about. Look at the arrows.
Yeah, they're a little off. They're a little off. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Also, I got like those lines.
Calm down, everyone. Slow down. It's not a race.
Wait. It's off center now. What's up with the molding on the car? That's just really weird.
Look at the track.
Wait. What are you talking about? Oh, it's off center.
Look at that X on the bottom. See that?
Oh, there it is! It's the triangle!
Yep, there's one.
The freaking flying triangle down the...
And then the next one that comes off will do the same.
The friggin' demo mode.
That's hilarious, though. Everything's slightly off center. The buttons across the bottom.
The freaking conveyor belt button. Freaking great.
This is awesome.
That's half the fun when it comes to emulation, of course. Oh, God. Alright. Did you bump the camera into place? No, he didn't. Because later on when I'm editing this, I'm going to have to make sure it's all cropped, so.
Right.
Press.
Speed Blaster.
Start. Oh, it's not up yet. Step.
Speed Blaster.
Sure.
I like all the green glitches around there. All the green glitches. The freaking flying triangle, though, that was just great.
And the X was doing it before that.
God. Oh, this is gonna be fun trying to figure out how bad it's gonna run. Oh. There it goes. Now it's loading. There's still a bunch of green glitches everywhere.
There's random lines going around the screen.
I know.
This is definitely meant to do this. Oh.
Of course, my car's just because mine's a stealth, so mine doesn't make an engine noise.
I'm gonna try to go for the mystery card just to see if I can show it off.
Is this the track that has it? I don't remember.
Every track has mystery card.
Oh, right.
Actually, every track has two. Because this one's in the waterfall.
My car's just because mine's stealth. I get the whisper.
Out. I got it, Jordy. And mystery card. It's not the easiest to do, folks. I still. Gotta love the little lines.
Yeah, I know.
Lap at the time.
The turbo on yours especially.
Oh, now there's one under my speed.
It's great. Wait, is my car actually a 4x4? Nope.
No.
My vehicular is not a 4x4. Darn. It's supposed to be stealthy and a 4x4 at the same time, Hot Wheels. You don't know my car. You don't know it.
Wait, I wonder. Sorry, put on me now. Let's just try this. That'd be hilarious if that worked though.
What?
The Chronomio.
Oh.
That's the thing, Jordy. There are cheat codes for this.
Yeah, we've used it before.
Yeah, I know. But then there was that time we actually played
The whole,
tournament
yeah.
to get everything. That took forever.
Mine is Twin Mill.
Twin Mills, those we had to win the tournament 3 times. But we did have to win the first tournament. We had to win the extended one, which had to win all the tracks. Because Twin Mill is remember the tow truck, tow jam?
Yeah.
And then there's the go-kart, which is the best car in the system. But it's not the fastest, which is crazy. see that though? It just flickered.
I'm picking a different car than Stealth because I actually want to hear my car. Plus something that's a little better at stunts, because this one, well, it does do stunts, it's not the best.
It's
because it's Stealth.
yeah. It starts.
Stealth's not the greatest when it comes to stunts.
Yeah.
It's a decent all-rounder, though.
Speed blast just for stuff. That's why I always use speed blast. It's not the fastest, but it's not too slow. And it's decent for stunts, but there's definitely cars that are
Yeah.
like Formula 5000. Formula 5000 is decent for stunts, but it's also really fast. I'm never gonna catch up because I want faster.
But that's half the fun of these games.
Yeah, it is. I don't remember where the other one's at though. 'Cause there's two.
Wasn't it behind the... No, that was a different
The
map.
first one's behind the waterfall. But the second one, Oh, wait, I remember where it's at. I'll grab that one too. It's behind one of the danger signs. It's actually, I think you're just past it.
Might have.
But I'll check. Because it's under one of those things you jump off. I remember that now.
Stop dying.
Was check. Thinking back to the vegetation areas.
The blue one. And boost. Actually,
I think it's under this very first one. Yep, I was right. Sorry, I just love getting those close. It's half the fun of this game. And I used to know where every single one was. Now it's not hard to do because I played this game. Like, seriously, this game.
hey, how's it going? Bringing all the green lines everywhere.
But
I
it's
think that,
playable.
yeah, I think that's just a slight emulation issue that they still need to fix.
So do we want to work on it?
Got the Lakester.
Lakester. That one's great for stunts. Ooh, silhouette.
Silhouette 2.
Okay, so since you're playing it, it will save to your memory card, or memory card 1, basically. So yes. Oh, I'll just save it to memory card 2. I think it might be because there's not enough space on the first memory card, I don't remember. I think that's the case.
How many memory cards you got?
Just the 2. Of course, you can have 4 memory cards because of the multi-tap, but I don't have that enabled, basically. So yeah.
And now I changed my name.
You are now empty.
Oh, yeah.
You're empty. Oh, excuse me.
And now I am shall forever be known as.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you figure out. See, I'm gonna pick a different car here. I'm gonna do.
Speed Blaster.
Let's go. Whoops. Let's go use the. What the hell was it?
Way too fast is fast. It's heavy though, so it's bad for stunts.
Way too.
16-2.
Sweet 16-2 is good for stunts, but it's not the fastest.
It's also way too fast. Let's be Diora.
Catapult is also good for.
Diora.
Diora. Wow, look at that down there. It's just going to town.
Gold Stepper.
There's the X button. There it is.
See? Told you.
There's the X button.
Purple Passion.
Purple Passion.
Next one. You ready, Jordan?
Yep.
So are you cool with just doing this for your New Year's special?
I might just do that. I mean, maybe in a little bit we can dink with the compact. I mean, I got nothing against that. I mean,
Alright.
honestly.
I got nothing against doing it or not doing it. I'm just here to have fun, man.
Yeah.
Just screwing around on New Year's. Speaking of which,
And there we go.
we got 18 minutes, Jordy.
For what?
Till it's New Year's.
Oh, cool. Well, of course, after that, we're gonna go outside and probably light some fireworks. I think. Wow, this thing's really going. It's for what it is. Oh God, I didn't get my turbo. Dang it.
I think one of the is it this one or is it the next one? It's the next one.
Oh my God! Oh, how did I land that one?
Okay,
Oh
so
my gosh.
this next one up here, if you want to help me go for it, because it's really hard, is the mystery car. It's this one right here. The place you're in, because it's in that middle.
Should have went faster.
Oops.
Isn't it in the middle of this?
It's in between here, and it's really hard because it's got the stupid minecart. I got it. Fuck.
Well, we got it.
But we did get it, so we're good. Did we get it?
Yes.
And yeah, we got it. Okay. And the other one, I'll have to take a quick gander around this map. Because I don't exactly remember. Wait, yes I do, it's in there. I think I can get it on this lap too. I just jump. Nope, didn't make it. Okay, we'll have to do it on the next lap then. Because it's in that building right there. But you have to make that first jump to get it.
Don't
Unless you
forget.
don't care about the mystery cars, but I can.
Don't forget when you get the full turbo. Let me go!
I will not let you go. Let me go! Fuck! Oh, whatever.
Just freaking go on the backflips. Oh,
That's
no.
exactly what I wanted. So yeah, you'll probably end up cutting out some of this, but still okay to record it. I
Yeah,
have lots of footage.
foot edge.
Foot edge. I don't know, we'll figure it out later. If you need help editing, I'll be there to help too.
It's not the matter if I need help editing, it's just it's gonna take a while because of MacBook.
That's true. You don't have to record all this.
I'm just doing it for the sake of New Year's.
Fair enough. As long as your phone's plugged in, we're good.
Yep, it's plugged in.
Okay, so I gotta be careful on this jump because I have 2 more laps. But you have to do it right on the first time. So up to the left wall, and then right here.
Oops.
Go to the right. Come on. Yeah. I did it, Jordy. And if you go through here. And you go back here.
There's the car.
Mystery car. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome?
Where did this truck go?
Margin arts!
I know, I hate those tires. They're really annoying.
They look like giant hay bales, honestly.
Hay bales with a tire in them?
Yeah, something like that.
Nothing wrong with that. It's Hot Wheels.
Turbo racing! I'm having too much fun with this Jordy. Jordan, you know what car's gonna be a bitch to get? That one on top of this stupid ice thing.
Oh my god,
That
don't even
one.
remind me.
That one!
'Cause I remember
'Cause we
I
have to
tried
get-
to-
We have to have twin wheel to do it.
Yeah, I remember.
It's such bull crap.
Look at me go!
So you guys know what we're talking about. There's this map. We'll probably, I think it's the next one we do. And there's a mystery car, and it's hidden on top of this second pillar of rock and ice. And you have to jump right to it perfectly, and you have to land up there, and you have to grab it. It's really difficult. to mention.
Damn it! I hit the friggin' minecart.
We need to do the Hot Wheels Cup so we get a lot more stuff.
I almost hit the minecart again.
The Hot Wheels Cup is a single player, I believe, so.
No, it's 2-player.
Is it? We'll have to.
Because remember, we played through the whole thing, remember?
Okay.
I believe.
Because I always thought it was 1 player, but we can check. The reason I'm just doing these maps first before we do the Hot Wheels Cup is because that way we can just goof around and get the mystery cars. Because the Hot Wheels Cup, you don't really have time to goof around. You just have to do
Oops.
to
Make it to the finish line! Aw.
make it to the finish line first.
How about that? Landed on the ramp.
How about them cookies?
How about them apples? Oh wait, I'm recording my video on 1. Crap, I can't use that excuse. Damn it.
I'd like to borrow my phone.
Screw you. Use my friggin' tablet. How about them Samsungs?
No, I'm talking about just like so you can make the joke.
I know. But I own one too, so the joke still applies.
Woo!
Don't hit a hay bale. It's very likely that you will.
Holy sh! Did you see that?
I know,
Like
you're
it was
like-
doing right at me. It's like
Right at you. Well, that was a success. Oh wait, I'm recording my video on 1.
oh, dragster.
Dragster.
Formula 5000.
Formula 5000.
I'm so glad they made a Hot Wheels expansion for Forza though.
Yeah, because there's not a whole lot of...
Hot Wheels stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's one player.
Oh, okay.
Cup will be lost until you can start.
Didn't even start it.
Is the Snake River Mine the one which did?
Yeah.
So
Do Cold Fusion, I think. Wasn't that the one that had the jump
this
on
is
it?
the one with the stupid bull crap.
Well, let me pick my car here. Let's see.
We need something light.
I'll get the
Try
clock.
catapult.
I'm gonna get the gold stepper.
Okay, cool.
Gold Stepper.
Oh wait, I think the one we need is the rock climbing one. Whatever, we'll just try. Submission.
So we're just gonna take a small break from everything. Take a small break from life because we're nearing 12 o'clock. Look, you can tell. So yeah, we're probably just gonna take a quick step outside and then lose our voice as we shout Happy New Year and probably light off some works of fire. I don't know. It's up to you. So yeah, as you can see, not much to see because it's kind of dark out. But we're nearing closer, so you really can't see it too well. But come on, focus. 11:59. Let's see here. Go open up a clock, I think. Whatever. Do we get seconds? Nope, we don't get seconds. Well, that's crap. Well, anyway. We're going to figure out if the lighter works, and then we're going to light some works of fire, otherwise known as fireworks, in case anybody's not known of the practical term. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there's really... Ooh, that was a nice big one. Although I've heard bigger. Ones that actually shake the freaking house. We'll turn on my light here in a second, because I want to get this on video. Oh, you actually got a punk light. Okay, cool. Nice, nice.
The lighter doesn't like working outside.
Well, that's going to be fun. Alright, it's January 1st. Woo! Okay, that's enough of that. Welcome to 2018, everyone. Woo! Well, let's light it off. Woohoo! I'm going to get some of these in slow motion if I can. I don't know. It's
It's kind of dark, but we'll give it a go. There's some crazy ones out here. Oh, there's one right there. Speaking of which. Of course, sound delays. Yeah, I know, there's a car there. I was waiting for them to pass. Oh, there's another one right there. Nice. Yeah, go ahead. I'm not... I was just waiting on them before I lit any off.
There we go.
Woo! You can hear shouting across the street. There's a bang. Can't see a thing on the camera anyway. Couple bangs. Alright. It's very hard to see. I should have grabbed something bigger like the spotlight in the house, but that's alright.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
You want that one, Jordy?
Oh, sure.
Good.
Well, there's one way down there. There's another one. Another one. There's now the cops coming in. It's freaking speed of sound. That dang punk. Probably because the weather's so dang cold it went out.
You want to go put on a jacket?
Well, I will here in a bit.
You red hot? Might have to blow on it while it's on the fuse, Jordy.
I might have to. There you go.
Okay. Red hot?
Alright, let's do it. Let's see how long these tubes last. Because that ought to be interesting.
Usually we should swap them out at the end of each one. But we could probably use this one for 12.
Oh, we'll see.
But probably be safe to use it at 6. Which is the...
Yeah.
that comes with.
Nope, it's almost. There we go. Woo! Sucks to the people that are in Illinois. Oh, there's the shell right there. There we go. It sucks to the people that are in Illinois that they can't light fireworks, so.
Oregon, in some places you can't either.
Same in Washington, too.
Idaho, too. Well, pretty much every state, in some places.
We're just kind of fortunate that we can actually light off fireworks. It's just kind of the thing of a small town.
Jordy, we shouldn't be able to
Oh, what?
We honestly shouldn't be able to because of how close we are to the forest. But we don't give a fuck.
We don't give a f***, Goldendale. Who cares? You know, honestly, I'm really surprised that this is actually able to kind of focus on the tip of the ember.
I'm gonna do something really stupid, Jordy. Firework with a sparkler.
Oh dear.
Like I said, it's not too stupid, but it's just kind of stupid.
You're a madman.
Okay, there's the fuse.
We should try that sparkler stuff in slow motion that sometimes we do. That would be really cool to get on video.
Okay. I just have this down. Let's get in and get out quick. Sparkler's not gonna work. Super dead.
Well, either that or it just doesn't work
this
for
is
the
a
punk.
punk. Whatever, it's gone now. It's a stupid off-brand punk.
Yeah. Poor old things. Oh, there it goes. Now it's really starting to light it up. There we go.
We have quite a few more though, so we're good.
Yeah, so I'm not too worried about it. It's just that one in particular.
We have
Might as well
like
use it
4
up.
more or 3 more, so. Okay.
Alright.
You're hot.
I'm cold. That's fine though. Come on, light already.
It's drying.
And that's it.
So there's a bucket.
Look at all the smoke that came out of that one firework. You can see it all just drifting over there.
It's just gonna linger for a little while.
Yeah. Kind of a neat effect, though, honestly. So I got Smarat and I went inside and I grabbed a battery pack so that way I could keep the old 6S going, because I came out here with like 50-something% and went inside, was at 29, plugged it in, went to 33%, so typical. I believe there's some in the garage. If not, there's one right there. Actually, well, that'll work. That'll work just fine.
It says fill it with water, let you water.
Well, it's not like we can't use the tub. We can use the tub if we need to get water. So that's fine. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what else we got to light. We'll probably find something here. I just wish that it'd have better lighting, because, well, for one thing, I'm using a 6S and the light isn't that great because, of course, small sensor, but, you know. So we got our bucket.
Yeah, let's let the stuff cool just a bit more.
Freaking, it's like in the high teens out here right now. Low 20s, if I had to guess.
Okay, serious.
Well, I'm recording, so it isn't going to work.
Exactly.
So he's going to give me a couple mortars. I wonder if I can actually get a mortar in slow motion. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, but
I got the little...
I probably want to do that if I was launching it and you were recording.
Right.
Just to be safe.
They have a long enough fuse, though, so it doesn't really matter.
Well,
I could step away and just... Yeah, that's what I'm going to probably do here. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this and switch into slow-mo, and we'll see if we can get a mortar in time, of course.
exploded into flames on my hand.
Probably because I was already using this, if I had to guess.
I didn't get a burn, but ow, that hurt.
Probably because the whoosh that it gave out. I heard it. It was just whoosh.
Hurt.
It turns out when I checked the weather, it's only 28. I was like, what? It can't be 28 out. There's just no way.
Oh, this is gonna fly great. Oh wait, I did get a little burned.
And it's probably like
It's minor, but
yeah, like a level one.
Yeah.
Level 1, so who cares really?
Well, level 1 sunburn, so it's probably...
It'll just heal.
Yeah, it'll heal fine. Just hurts like a man.
Well, that's what burns do. Not burn.
Yeah,
not
stand
not
back for this, Jordy.
not
This
burn. Not
thing's
burns
gonna-
organ. Well, I know. I was surprised that one actually went ring, boom. It actually left a crisp mark on the screen.
Yeah, they do.
God. Freaking nice.
And... Come on.
And ear.
Let's to go, Jordan.
Let's to go. I'll get this one in non-slow-mo. Just imagine if those things actually don't work and they just turn one of those things that change color and then they just go pop afterwards.
Look at that.
Nice crispito mix on the street.
You want light one, Jordy?
Yeah, sure.
We got one left. It's got no fuse, so just stand back.
Right. Where do we find it? There it goes.
I have no idea what's gonna happen, so...
Dud. That lighting would be so nice, but of course that'd be trespassing, so whatever. It is what it is. Friggin' the only thing that's lit up is the friggin' license plate on this lawn ornament. But everything else is like pitch black. Hopefully when I get an iPhone 8 or Plus or something next year, which would be nice to have, I can actually do something. Yep.
I think it burnt itself out.
Yeah. That one went. Nope. Flame. There he goes.
What
Just
would
had to
be
wait.
hilarious is if that one lit the other one.
Right? That one just had to wait for it. Oh, look at all the smoke. Holy, you can't see it, but I can. Ooh. And I can smell it too. Ooh, that's nasty. But that's fireworks in a nutshell for you. Man, when they're cold, man, they really throw out the smoke. Probably because they run so much hotter than the... Oh, it went out. I saw it went out.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna go pick it up.
Nope. Picks it up the next day. Wait, it is the next day. Huh? What am I thinking?
We can pick it up later, just not right now. While it's still...
Yeah, while it's still active.
Yeah.
God, I can just barely see you on the screen.
There we go.
Yeah. Now, of course, if it was summertime, then that wouldn't be so much of an issue. Like the last one, just tink on its own. Ooh, God, look at all that smoke. I know you still can't see it, but yeah, a lot of smoke. Okay, so I'm sorry that it's in portrait, but my phone was like, I'm just sitting there waiting for stuff to be unwrapped in terms of fireworks, and I was trying to charge my phone. And literally in a matter of like 2 minutes, my phone dropped over 5%. So, yeah, I just hate that my phone feels the need to just freaking like discharge so quickly. Now that I'm indoors, of course, it's not going to do that. I wonder if it's because I was outside in the cold. I don't know. The drastic winter tends to do that, but I think it had something to do with the camera. But after I closed the camera, it still was discharging like crazy, so I don't really know. Seems to be fine now, so I really don't know. So honestly, at this point, I'm thinking I'm going to just probably pause recording for a little bit, because I thought about wanting to use this thing, but the camera on this thing isn't really, this thing in particular, isn't any worse or better than the freaking 6S, so we'll always take a break from fireworks recording because I've gotten what I want to record anyway. And then when we come back in here in a little bit, because they're going to stop shooting fireworks, we're going to stop shooting fireworks here in a little bit. I think then we'll move on to either playing more PlayStation or we'll just move on to dinking with the compact Presario here and we'll see what we can do. And yes, by the way, for those curious, we left this thing running so that it would act as a room heater basically. So at this point I decided I'm just going to not do the compact just because it's going to be a little bit of a mess and I don't feel like picking up after that. So I'm figuring, especially not tonight, considering, yeah. We've got a few hard drives up here that might work. And that fell. That was nice. 120 gig, that's too big because I just tried a 120 gig and it locked the BIOS up, so that's not going to work. Let's see, what's this one? That's SATA, so it definitely won't work. Doesn't matter what it is. I see a rubber-coated Seagate 60 gig. That might work. I don't know. I'll give it a try. Okay, so it's about 5 in the morning, and we finished the first Gears of War and split-screen co-op, and we got into Gears of War 2. A little bit of that. Honestly, really surprisingly hard game, but pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we're only playing on normal. We're not playing on hardcore.
Or casual.
Yeah.
I don't care about casual because we just finished the first game and that only had casual, so yeah.
Well, it had casual, hardcore, and impossible or insane or whatever.
Grayed out, I think it was, or something. But yeah,
because you had to beat the game on.
Yeah, onto the
casual
one
first.
Yeah, or the other difficulty, I believe.
Well, I think you just have to finish it on any difficulty first.
But yeah. Pretty good game. Then we're gonna hopefully maybe we'll see.
We'll
get into the third game.
Today.
Yeah, later today.
Yeah, well, I want to get some sleep, get some food.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my shoes on, and then we'll get this little boy home.
Yep.
I gotta fix the bed, of course, so that's gonna be fun.
Oh, excuse me. I'm just gonna leave these here because
yeah, just leave them here.
I'm gonna be back in a few hours.
Yeah, just leave them here. That's fine.
I'll take the Xbox controller home with me.
Well, yeah, that might be a good idea. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and help him out, so I'll check in a bit. Okay, so a bit of an interim update. Before I try to get some sleep, I just figured I'd update you all on how much video footage I have, and you're not going to believe it, but we have hit 2 hours and 15 minutes, at least a minimum, of total video footage, both edited and unedited. Holy mother of cow. That's not really a really good mother, but that just tells you how tired I am, but my effing god. Ouch. Yeah, you can tell I had a great sense of enthusiasm when taking a look at that thing, so yeah. Damn. I don't know, depending on what happens, this may or may not actually conclude the New Year's special. I think that's been plenty, so yeah. I don't know, we'll see. But I didn't really do too terribly much this year. I know that I probably should do more, but this year was kind of disappointing, honestly, considering I don't have internet. I didn't have the ability to just freaking do what I wanted to do. But I also chose not to do what I wanted to do just because it ended up wanting to be more complex and confusing. And, of course, misplacing. So, yeah, it is what it is. Can't have everything every single year. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and shut up, get this last clip imported, and get some Z's. And then I'm going to, hopefully tomorrow, get to editing some video, I think. So, yeah, I might as well say it one more time. Happy New Year's. Just because, it's obviously a new year. It's in the video title. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and, the MacBook's even tired too. Well, I'm just kidding. It just goes to standby, but yeah. Boy. It is now currently 1 o'clock. I've been up for about an hour and haven't picked up the camera because I decided I'd focus on a little bit of editing. And needless to say, it got to over 2 hours and, still going. I better shut my mouth and I don't know. Should I wrap this up? I'm not really sure. This is a video epic after all, but it's turning into more of a feature-length film than anything, so I probably should. But, no, I think at this point I'm probably going to, just because I really want to get this done and I need to get it up. So, I don't know, what did I think? The trivia party was just crap. I will say that there were some other aspects that, they were nice, like playing games with Chris. That was really fun. And, yeah. So, at this point, it was a pretty good year, I'd say. We got to light off some fireworks of his, and I got to, take turns with him. And I know the footage all didn't come out, but I tried at least, so, yeah. Anyway, I don't know what else to say, because it's quite long enough. So I'm going to probably get this all edited and uploaded, hopefully, hopefully get it started exporting sometime this week. Because school starts tomorrow for me, January 2nd. Which is not going to be fun, but it is what it is. So, I'm hoping that for this new year, hopefully we get the iMac fixed. I'm going to go pick it up. I might even vlog that bit too. But I'll leave that for, we'll leave the iMac out because that's going to be my own thing because I got to get that thing going. What else? I should probably fix my end screen, but I have to re-download Motion, and then I'll have to redo that. So, that's going to be interesting. So, anyways... really, it's hard to close this video out because I don't know where I want to close it. So, I guess I don't close it then. It's an endless video that goes on forever. Yay! Oh God. Alright, so I figured this will be the end-all be-all when it comes to the video. Just a quick update on the iMac. It lasted a full 1 boot up before rebooting and then just not working. So, yeah, that was nice. Anyways, probably more stuff on the iMac to come eventually. So, in the meantime, appreciate you all taking the time to watch this very long video epic. I hope it was well worth it, and I will hopefully see you all in a future video. So, see you all then.